how you protecting everybody, but you hurting us. We are people, man. Help us out. We hurting.
A neighborhood pleading for answers tonight after an officer-involved shooting killed a 19-year-old man. We're learning more about the man who died as the El Paso County Sheriff's Office takes over this investigation. Here's what the Sheriff's Office says happened. Around 7 last night, Springs police say that's when they got a call about a personal robbery with a weapon near Adams Park. Police discovered 2 suspects. The Sheriff's Office says one of the suspects reached for a gun on their waistband. That's when the officer shot at the suspect, who later died at the hospital from his injuries. The other suspect is in jail. We know no officers were hurt, but at least one officer is on leave. And we're following up on this tonight. The Sheriff's Office has not released the identity of the suspect, but neighbors tell us he is a 19-year-old man and a vigil is scheduled for him tonight at Adams Park. News 5's Jessica Barretto joins us live from the park tonight with reaction from neighbors.
Well, Allison, neighbors tell me they're very upset because they believe the man who died did nothing wrong. Meanwhile, authorities say their suspect was wanted for an armed robbery, and at this point, neighbors are still working through a lot of emotions as this investigation continues. Neighbors here in southeast Colorado Springs have gotten little sleep since last night. That's when Colorado Springs police say an officer shot the suspect of an armed robbery, and that man later died. Neighbors say that man was 19-year-old Devon Bailey. They set up this memorial where the shooting happened.
He was a good kid growing up, loved his sports. He loved his brothers and sisters. He really cared about his family.
His close friends are devastated.
Man, help us out. We hurting, man. That's my brother, man. And they shot him 7 times.
Elizabeth Powell was an eyewitness who posted on Facebook about 7 shots being fired. When I asked police, they were unable to confirm. There have been community members saying that one person was shot in the back at least 7 times. How do you respond to that?
I certainly could have made comments about something that's floating around on social media.
But they did say when officers made contact with the suspect, whom they haven't identified, he tried to draw a weapon.
One of them reached for a firearm in the waistband. At least one of the officers involved did fire. The suspect was struck at least 1 time.
Though Powell says she saw something else.
The officer I had my eye on shot at least 7 times straight into his back. And I don't know how many times he was actually hit, but he did fire off at least 7 times. I still didn't see a weapon.
This afternoon, tensions ran high as officers came back to do some crowd control.
Okay, now they got the canister.
This community is still working on healing and finding answers as the investigation continues.
We got to comfort his families. We got to pull together as communities.
El Paso County Sheriff's Office hasn't confirmed that suspect's identity pending confirmation from the coroner's office. Meanwhile, neighbors will be out here at 6:30 p.m. tonight holding a vigil for Devon Bailey, who they say was supposed to turn 20 in a couple of weeks. Always watching out for you, Colorado Springs, Jessica Barretto, News 5.